Bismillahirrahmanirrahim. Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. Hello, my name is Gazazar and I'm from PBI 6th semester from the ESP assessment class B. And in today's video, I will present my our ESP assessment design in specific fields in tourism, English for tourism, and specifically mine the speaking assessment in ESP in tourism. So I'm Jas Azhar from the 5th group, and this is the assessment itself. Okay. Okay, the title of the assessment is Designing Speaking Assessment, Tour Guiding Speaking Assessment. So we're got the tour guiding in the English for tourism. So the task is to be the tour guide for the student. So the title is Tour Guiding Speaking Assessment, and the first I would like to explain the context of the assessment itself. So this assessment is designed for students in the tourism field, like vocational high school, and especially those who are preparing to become the tour guides, like that. So assign a topic like the vocational task being tested in delivering a tour explanation at a tourist destination. So in the real tourism industry, tour guides must communicate information clearly to visitors from different country, right? So therefore speaking ability is really needed. And also, since we know that English is the international language, so English is need for this assessment in speaking tourism. Now let me explain the speaking task. So the task is role playing, because yeah, we're gonna role play as for the student, they're gonna role play to becoming the tour guide, and we as a teacher role playing as a tourist. So the situation that student need to, there is a situation here. Wait, situation here. So the situation say that you are a tour guide at Borobudur Temple. A group of international tourists is visiting the temple, and you are responsible for explaining information about the destination and answering visitors' question. So also there are task instruction, but based on the situation, based on the situation, uh, uh, the student act as tour guide at the Borobudur Temple while international tourists are visiting. Like we know that in Indonesia, Borobudur Temple is very famous, and students are responsible for explaining any informations and answering questions from the tourist itself. And let's follow the task instruction. So these are the 5 things a student must do. So first they introduce the, wait a second, my camera. First they introduce the, what is, introduce the destination. The second, explain its historical significance. The third, describe the main attraction, give useful information or instruction to visitors. And number 5 is answer one question from a tourist, and it played by the teacher. So in the task instruction, it will be like this. So now I will explain the ESP principles. So the ESP principle, there are some of the principles. The first one is, wait a second, authenticity. The first principle is authenticity. So if we look to the situation, and the task instruction. This assessment is authentically because it mirrors the real workplace situation. Professional tour guides introduce the destination, explain historical information, provide instruction, and also answer tourist question every day, right? So this assessment is not just a classroom activity, but also how the real world or how the real tour guide in real life or in the Borobudur temple work like that. So the second one is the validity. So in the task instruction or the five yeah requirement, it says that this assessment is valid because it measures the exact speaking skills that needed by the by the tour guide. So students are required to explain information about the destination and interact with the visitors and respond the question. Also, these are the same communication skills required in the tourism industry because the test directly measure tour guiding communication. It has good validity. The third one is reliability. Wait a second. Reliability. It's mean that to ensure this principle, which is reliability, uh, we can see that to the exam manner guidelines. So, to answer reliability, we prepared several guidelines for examiner. All students receive the same scenarios. So, students are given the same time limit, which is 2 to 3 times, and also the teacher also asks one follow-up question to each student, and this procedure help make the assessment make more consistent and also fair. I mean, not 2 or 3 times, but 2 until 3 minutes each student. So that's for the reliability. Now I will explain the rubric. Wait. This is the rubric. So next I would like to explain this rubric. The total score is 10 points. Okay. The first criterion is the task completion. It means that this criterion measures that the whether student complete all required parts of the task about the 5 parts that if all of them is finished, so they could have the 2 points. The second criterion is fluency. Okay, in this criteria, tour guides should speak smoothly and confidently when they communicate with the tourist itself to get the understandable from the tourist. So the third is accuracy. It means that this measures the grammatical corrections and also clarity of language itself. The fourth is vocabulary in ESP, of course, because it is tourism. So it needs to shouldn't need included this criterion because the tour guides need tourism related vocabulary such as destination, attraction, heritage, what else, and the visitors. And the fifth is interaction. Okay, the interaction is important because tour guides must answer tourist question and also communicate with them wait my camera effectively like that. So now I will justify some design choices. So first I selected role play format because it allows students to demonstrate authentic communication skills in a realistic tourism situation. So why do we choose Borobudur Temple? Because that's can be said authenticity. Because I chose Borobudur because it is one of Indonesia's the most famous tourist attraction and also provides a realistic context for tourism communication. Also uh, in the I choose the analytic speaking rubric. Analytic speaking rubric like this. Why I choose analytic speaking rubric? Because it provides detailed feedback for the students, and teacher can evaluate different aspects of speaking separately, such as fluency, accuracy, and vocabulary, and the interaction that I have mentioned before. But yeah, this is how we okay before I saw the rubrics, and this is how we scoring them like that. Each criteria has their own what if I get 1 points, what if the student get 2 points, like that. So the final ESP principle is washback. So the when I mentioned the task and the rubric, this assessment creates positive feedback because students know they will be evaluated through the realistic speaking performance. So as a result, they will practice speaking, improve and also improve tourism vocabulary, and learn how to communicate professionally instead of only memorizing the grammar rules. So in the conclusion, wait a second. In the conclusion, okay, in the conclusion, the assessment needs to authentic because it reflects real tour guiding tasks, and this is valid because it measures the professional speaking skills need in tourism, and it is reliable because it uses a clear rubric and consistent assessment procedure, and it creates positive feedback by encouraging students to developing practical communication skills for their future careers. And I think that's all for my assessment from speaking assessment from the fifth group. So there are yeah, 4 pages, like I said before. Wait, wait a second. It's kinda okay. This first. This is the rubric, and this is how we score the rubric, like this. So this is the guideline also. Okay, I think that's all from my video. Thank you very much for the attention. Wassalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh.